Anne Boel. I just had it on while I was cleaning the house. She had a stroke there. That was, I'm emotionally yours. That's a deep and profound statement. It can capture your feelings and heart. And not everybody is attached to someone emotionally. Maybe it's kind of thing that you just click. It can be on a deeper level. If you're not that emotional type, you have also emotions. And it can be hard for someone to admit to their emotionally attachments. It's kind of this deep state of being when you are emotionally. I think I was brought up in this notion that all with your relationship with the God is just facts. It's not based on your feelings. It's based on facts. It's written several phases in the Bible that He did it for us. He did everything for us. He went the whole way just for us. And we are asked to not base our relationship on emotions. How is that possible, my friend? When you are in a relationship, someone live a lie. Someone really lives a lie. It's only about figures, maybe figures of money, maybe it's figures of body, maybe it's figures of how well they do the figures. But I think any relationship that is based on only a fact will deemed to be wrong in a way. It's impossible to build something without any emotions. So let me put on that again. Maybe it will come. Okay, so that is a deeper poetic. It's based on so much. Maybe it's also based on poetics and all what you are living for, all what you are about. This tune can go on and bring this deepest. This is maybe for me, not for you. But in a which way it can be something similar, something familiar, that people are drawn to each other by this heart to heart. Maybe there is nothing much more to it than this deep heart to heart. You can have a superficial relationship, and that is good. I think that is good. When you appreciate in whichever relationship you are, that you just appreciate it, value it on the deepest level. Maybe it's not about emotional, maybe it's not about what you feel, but what is there, what is factual. But a relationship that is only based on facts, I believe that can be good if you love fact. That's your feelings. If you love facts. I have gone through many phases in my life. I learned that in very young age, that you shouldn't base your belief in Christ and God on emotions, because emotions will vaporize. That generation, they didn't believe in so much this. They thought that love and what you call it, when you are in love, what they say in English for that, we have this Norwegian word, forelskelse. Falling in love, it's translated from Google. Falling in love, like something is so deep, so mind-blowing, so heart-taking, that you are falling in love. And they thought in my parents' generation that will vanish. Do you believe that? That is something going to vanish out of thin air? I mean, it's if you can trust that you have emotions that needed to be shown for yourself. What is life about if it's not the emotions of the heart? The Jewish people have this longing. It was two longing that seemed to be passing the generation, passing the 100 years decade, the 1,000, the millennia, the next year in Jerusalem. And not least, we are waiting for the Messiah, That's something beyond maybe the life each and every one of us have. When you have this heart that is longing for the Jerusalem, and the whole world denies them, that is love, my friends. That is emotionally love. That is falling in love over and over again. You can't beat that. You can't beat that kind of heartbeat of love, of the attachment to their God. What is that? For us Christians, maybe many of us, and many of you. I talked with a lady yesterday, and she appreciated this generation youth didn't believe, they weren't religious. Who would want that, she said. And I said that you suffer from Alzheimer. The lack of God, the lack of belief, it's a lack of foundation, it's lack of love. So this lady missed out of the love, the emotionally heart. You can't beat that. You can't beat a heart that is all about emotions for maybe something. It has to be. But that temple that they were longing for contained everything, every bit and pieces of their belief, of where the heart was. And in the temple, they were preparing for the Messiah. What a beautiful picture. Everything about Jerusalem, it was all about sacrifices. Sacrifices. We can compare all the sacrifices they did to the animals back in the old times. Now, the people was sacrificed on the altar. Holocaust. How? How? When people doesn't really forget that it was all about Jerusalem, it was all about the temple, and it was all about the Messiah. Wow, what a love. Who can beat that? So, my friends, Jerusalem. If you don't have Jerusalem in your heart, if you don't have the Messiah in your heart, you miss out of something very dear, very profound. And if you grow to love people, general, maybe friends, maybe a spouse, maybe your children, and you don't have this profound basis of love, I would bet you don't have a clue about it. You need some eternal, like it is for the Jews. Even though there are very few religious Jews, they don't like to call themselves religious. They are actors. They act on the word. They act on the basis of truth, basis of fact. What God have said, they keep, despite fulfilling or not. It's just their attachment to what they are all about. So that is love, my friend. That is emotionally yours. So who would beat that? Who would conquer that nation? All the nations that have trying to extinct the nation of Israel have gone extinct themselves. Romans and so on. Even the Ottomans. The big British Empire, when they ended up in Israel, occupying their land, it was the end of them. It was the end of them. Everyone that have attacked Israel you can't attack love. You see, all the attacks against Israel is all about hate. It's all about the hate for the Jewish people. And why does the whole world have so much animosity against, so much hate against only one single nation? It's the lack of love, the lack of pureness of heart. We need to have some sacrifice in order to come to the next level. I don't know. Maybe the nation's sin, so to say, all the greed, the unjust of all the nations seem to be thrown at the Jews. They have to be the sacrifice for that. And if you go to the early pages of the Bible, it's written that what the brother did was Abel was a sacrificial offer for his brother. His blood is crying out loud. So with love, there is much sacrifice. With love, there is so much unjust you have to experience, endure from the world. Love is a way of coping with the hardness of the cruelty of the unjust actions. Love is the remedy for it all. So I'm emotionally yours. It's all about the deepest level of you, the true you. So my father's generation was wrong. We have to admit to that. It was even preached in the churches. Don't base your relationship on your emotions. But the deepest, most profound relationship is based on emotions. If you show your true emotions, you are exposed. So When they want to find out if you are lying or not, it's just picking on your emotions. That's the trigger of lies or truth. So if you say, I didn't do it, but you did, you know you did, and the experts will find out just by looking at you that you are lying, because there are so many emotions that not even oneself can see. There are so many emotions in a relationship. So the body language, they say that the body language is maybe 70% of all what it's all about. So that's that's something. That's something. So you can't hide. I know it's a secret, but I am willing to say it. My mom missed my dad's emotionally attachment. That's a pretty hard statement. I got to know that. I think, as I have told my children, if you love someone, expose it to them. Don't miss out of a chance to show your love for them. Just show it. Be honest about your love for them. It's needed today. It's what people miss out in their life. That someone shows emotionally attachments. How emotional can one be? There is no limitation to that. You can get so angry. Be angry. Be honest about your emotions. If you are angry at someone, be angry. Because they will know. If you hide your anger, there is something very deceitful about that. We should talk more about that. There is so much lies in hiding anger. I talk just generally now, but I think it's very, very much needed today that we show each other very honest emotions. Not to claim, not to judge. It's how would the other one react to someone that is not showing any emotions? How would someone relate to someone that is not emotional? It's impossible. I know some of them I know some people are so afraid to show their emotions. But I wanted to just say verbally, show your emotions, show how you feel. Because there is much blessing in that. Be you with your emotions. You can have gone through a marriage relationship without any emotions. I was told by a random bypasser. He told me something about himself that he never told his best friend. Who am I to receive such a message? I want people to be heart to heart. There is nothing worth spending time if you can't be heart to heart with someone. That is a waste of time. And maybe God think very hardly about those people that say you shouldn't base your feelings on your relationship with him. What a mockery of what love really is. What a mockery of what relationship and emotion is. They must have not understood what that is all about. What they refer to is the Hebrew, the letter to the Hebrew. The more profoundly fact is that we have the prophets, the scripture, and that is true. But those scripture and prophets confirms everything about where your emotions is. They grew emotions to some other god, some other entities. I'm not the right one to talk about this. I don't claim to be the right one. But all decent talk, you should talk about it. In emotions there is not so many words. It's only facts. So that's the miss out on that. The true emotions doesn't need so much explaining. It's all explained in that. So what do you say to your lover? What do you say to your friend? What do you say? What do you use verbal letters to do? What is that about? Why use words if you can't show emotions? So my friend, be blessed. And it's all about emotion is how to receive. We can cry, we can laugh, we can do all this kind of stuff. But emotions is just a way to receive. So receive this as a blessing from me. And I wish you all shalom in your life. Thank you.